Umeona vikombe zetu?
Unaziona tu. Kwani kala?
Ini green. Ini orange. Orange na purple. Blue. Purple.
Orange kwangi hivyo.
This is orange.
Orange. Kwani
Which color is this?
Ini red. Kwani?
Red. This is red.
Hii sticker utoe.
Sticker wapi? Oh, handmade technique. Each one is unique. Each cup is unique. So you see the flowers. Like on a message, be constant in prayer. Pray continually. You know, I was sitting. I think I was sitting or whatever. But I remembered, we got cups.
Yeah.
During our wedding as a gift.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened to those cups?
You know, you surprised me. It was in your mind all that time.
No, I knew we had cups. We got cups as gifts. 1 year
later.
Yeah, so I had that in my mind. Yeah. Then I was sitting like this, and then I was like, what happened to our cups? I went looking for them. Then I found them, and I was like, they will work so well for our set.
Set.
New cups.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, tuanze. We start.
Tuanze.
Hi, we start. Hi, people.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Karibuni. I know you've had fun. We had Diana on the show.
Yes.
She was, I don't know. It was so amazing. And there's so many things we've learned in the last episodes.
Yeah.
Things concerning finances. As we've been talking about your story, my story, we've seen how finances have really affected marriages and relationships.
Okay.
We saw how in Diana's previous marriage, there was an issue with finances, a very big issue. And then in your case as well, there was an issue with finances.
Yes.
In my case as well, there was neglect. There was all that. We've shared that. So if you're watching Ready to Mingle for the first time, you need to go back. I mean, you need to go way back and just, binge watch all our episodes because we've come from a mighty long way.
Yeah.
However, today we want to talk about finances, how finances can affect a marriage.
Yeah.
How finances can really break.
It's an issue. It's a deal.
It's a deal.
It's a big deal.
You can have everything else like working, everything else is good.
Yeah.
You're actually even financially stable.
Yes.
But you have an issue with your finances.
Yeah.
So what are these factors that affect a marriage when it comes to finances? We're going to talk about that. And I once had someone say, people think that sex and intimacy are one of the biggest marriage breakers.
Yeah.
But he was saying that it's actually finances.
Yes.
Like you can have a really good...
It's like finance, then finance answer, not intimacy and sex answers to the finance.
To the finance, eh?
Yeah.
So they like work together.
Yeah, both of them are, they have a very big deal in the marriage.
In marriage, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
So as we were discussing this even before the show, we were talking about how our personalities affect how we respond to money, and also upbringing affects how someone views money, how somebody spends money.
Yes. Was it available when you're growing up?
Yes.
Was it something that was kept away from you? Was it used as a weapon? Was it used to reward as a reward? Was it used as a means of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Was it a means of adding value? Yeah.
Was it scarce?
Was it scarce? Yeah. How was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it scarce?
Was it a lot in that you think that this is how the world
normal,
is? Yeah, this is normal. And then you get to grow up and live your life and you're like, where is all the money?
Yes.
Yeah.
I end up in depression.
Exactly. Where?
Yeah.
So personalities, how do personalities affect?
Yeah, personalities interesting because different personalities, there's no one who's like the other. Especially now, even if you want to know your personality and how you do it, how you look for what type of personality you are made of. there's so much even on online internet. You can look for personality. What do you call them?
Personality types.
Yeah. You can take tests.
There's this test I took. It's called 16 personalities.
Yes.
So 16personalities.com. You can check that out. It will give you an overview of. I mean, it will talk about everything, even your spending.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you answer questions and then you find out. You answer questions to get a number. That number matches with your personality.
Yeah.
So that allows you now to know why you do what you do.
Yeah.
So somebody will enter. These are okay. Let's look at two types. This guy enters, our lady enters. They enter into a supermarket, and their eyes roam. So their eyes roam, and they're attracted to various colors. Yeah, and they're attracted to how like the arrangements. The flowery parts, the colors, different colors, and that's will inform how they shop that day. They'll be super excited.
Yeah. So that's a what?
Then there's this guy who gets into the supermarket.
Yeah.
Has no business with what is in that supermarket, but what he's come for.
Write my name on that list. Write my name on that list.
What brought me here?
Yeah.
I know I even know the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hit that aisle, and I'll have myself knowledge of, like, I'll be in the know-how knowledge of what cost what. Yes. You add a shilling on top of it, they'll tell you you've added a shilling. Yes. Those are two. So this one and the other one, even if you want to either both of them, if they're together and they're going together to the supermarket, they'll all get annoyed with each other. Yeah.
So one person wants to walk around every aisle, and the other one is like, no, but we came here for unga. Let's just go to the aisle and you kona unga.
Hata huyu anasema ati we take this. It's look at this. It looks cute.
Oh, there's an offer here.
Regardless of if it was a planned thing
or not. Yeah.
And then even if there's no offer, they'll just say, it's a new thing. It's a good thing. Look at it. They don't even compare with the price, comparing their price.
Yeah.
But they're super excited.
So they're excited when they see items they can buy.
Yes. So it is informed by what type of personality they are. So this first one, the person who is so super excited.
Yeah.
That's a serious sanguine.
Yeah.
Sanguines. Most shops target sanguines. Yes. By how they just arrange their shops, decorate their shops. They target sanguines. Yeah. It acts. Now the other person now is an extremist. Now this is somebody who's organized. That one now is a melancholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are personal, and you can't do away with them.
Yeah.
So what happens then? Because they have to live life.
Yeah. They've gotten together, they've gotten married, and they have different personalities.
So maybe, so this one comes, the other sobers the other.
Yeah.
Both ways, even a male needs to be a shaken kidogo. Yeah. Once in a while, you need to get out of your list. And just go wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy, by the way, because it's my personality. So this is the thing. Like, I go to the supermarket. Before I even leave, I have my list.
Yes.
Like, even when I'm standing there, I'm just looking at the next item on the list. I go straight.
Do you go with a calculator? Are you in that extreme of a calculator?
Well, I will not go with a calculator, but I know the price range. And I know the product that I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know the product that I want. I know the price range.
Let's put a price on the side.
Yeah. So even when I'm sending you the shopping list.
Yeah.
So it's there, like the item and the price. The item and the price. So I know the price range and the item. So I won't buy anything that is not on the list.
Yes. And that is exceeding that price.
And that is exceeding. And just in case the item that I came for, the product that I came for is not there, I won't buy a substitute. Like I would rather go to another shop like the next day, looking for that very.
Yes, that the saying the next day is important because you see even how you handle a sanguine. So how you sober them up, let them, okay, they see the thing, tell them, okay, you've seen it. Let's step back, leave. Tomorrow, if you still have the same thought, then buy it. Yeah. Mostly they'll not buy.
Yeah. So if they are excited about something, so maybe they've seen a new shoe and they are excited about it, tell them just step back, let's come back tomorrow if you still feel the same. Yeah. So these personalities, they do affect marriages.
They do a lot.
When is the best time to start talking about money? Is it when you're planning the wedding?
Even the planning now, it kicks in from there. You said you're buying the suits at Sir Henry's. The melancholic is asking you, are you considering? They'll ask you serious questions.
Yeah.
So you have to answer. Yeah. So it's a big deal. You can't start from the wedding list.
Yeah.
It has to be a conversation that has started earlier. Even you see when you go to pay bills, when you have maybe a meal or dinner or drink, how do you handle bills?
Yeah.
It has started from all that direction. Learn your partner. Yeah. So you find one partner might be very easy at rushing for their bag or their wallet every time there's a bill. Very fast.
So it's the guy who's supposed to be running for the check every time. Okay, so now let me ask: when guys are dating, who is supposed to be paying for the bills?
No, it's that one now. It exceeds even. Why I'm saying that is because I have an experience before. I know my late wife. Yeah. The first day there was a bill, she rushed to her bag until you wondered, you couldn't even tell her no, stop it.
Why? Had you planned on paying the bill that day?
We happened to say let's go have something to buy it.
Yeah, so that statement happens even now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you say, okay, let's go. Maybe we're in town and then you're like, let's go have some lunch.
Yes,
so I ask you, I know we don't have money. Maybe it's Konatao, the whole week we don't have money. Yeah. We know we have to buy tokens, we have to buy I don't know what. Yeah. So we have a few expenses. But you're here saying, and we are on the way home.
You don't even got any truff. Even before I was still a young guy, a teenager in college, we actually took a matatu on my terms. We were going to Nakuru to have some drinks. When we got to Nakuru, we asked him, do you have money? We boarded again and came back to Naivasha.
So you went to Nakuru all the way without money, without even having a plan of how you're going to pay. Yes. So you came back without even doing the thing you were going to do. That's why I'm
saying you've not even had it. So I think I've been changing slowly, but even now, I'm still the same. I'm still hanging on needs.
Yeah, you're still. Sometimes I have to ask you, okay, sawa, twende. Yeah. So I ask you, what is your budget? So you want us to go there?
And I realize
we spend like 200 bob each. That's 400. We are on the way home. We're going to spend like 100 bob each. That's 600. We're going to remain with 400 bob. We know there's breakfast here in the morning. We have to buy milk. We have to buy bread. We have to buy all these things, and we have just spent 400 just like that. So
probably for me, I'm been a flag. I'm a flag. Flag and melancholic. I'm easy. I'm that person who let's do it
right now, and then later you're like how do we
So that sobers me up now. And the next is when I now it comes to down to answering the next question. That's when it gets sober and said, "Oh, it was not necessary."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then normally when you feel something necessary is after you filled up your tummy. And you realize
When you're full, when you're already full. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just indulging in junk
necessary.
food, first of all. Yeah. Or you go to a nice restaurant, you eat, you spend like 2,000, and then you come home, there's ugali and skuma.
Yeah.
You know? And you're like, wow, we should have bought, 2 kgs of meat.
Yeah.
And just come and share with the family.
Yeah.
You know.
But you've allowed me to you've always been asking those questions.
Yeah.
And that's when we say, okay, step back. It's better you pass through chicken shop, you take some chicken, come make some meal.
Yeah.
We've done that a lot.
Yeah, we've done that. But sometimes I let you, I'm like, okay, so it's your money, it's you, I'll tell. You don't have this, you don't have that, Yeah, so I know this is how much we have. And you're saying, tumetoka church, let's go eat something. And that's the last money that we're not expecting any more money for like a whole 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And this is like it.
Yeah.
And if we spend this, it's going to be, a bit strenuous. Yeah. But I'm like, you know what?
So then that answers. Then how does that... let me try and retrospect and look back and see where that come from. I think from back home, when I was being brought up, I'll be honest... I hope my mom will be watching this. I've never seen a meal without meat. Yes. Sausages were normal. Yeah.
Why are you saying this on set? let me grab a notebook and a pen. I need to take notes.
That was mom. This thing, I never knew that...
sausages.
Sausages were like 3 times in a week, every morning. So
I saw sausages when we went to town with my auntie. When they went to, buy us Christmas clothes once in a year.
I hope mom can remember that, or even my siblings, but actually my elder brother, because we were 2 when we were growing up. Yes, that was normal. And so I knew if I don't, there's a need of a shoe, I'll get a shoe. There's a need for more jeans, I'll get more jeans.
So did you get like new clothes very often?
Very oftenly.
Yeah. Like it's not like when you had special occasions?
No.
New clothes from a shop?
Yes.
A shop?
Yes.
The ones that are hung?
Yes. In fact, especially my Indian shops, yes.
Where?
Yeah, so...
Not Mtuish?
Not Mtuish. Mtuish, I thought I taught myself Mtuish when I got to high school. I would remember what new thing has been spoken about in school. People are now dressing into hoods.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to Kikomba to look for hoods. But me, when my mom, when we're buying things with my mom, it's a shop. I don't know.
A shop you get in.
Yes.
And you choose something new from the ones that had even your size on the side.
Yes.
For us, we only saw new clothes during special occasions. And the special occasions were Christmas. And it was mostly like our auntie, our uncle, when they're going to buy clothes for their children, they would sometimes take us.
Okay.
They would take us, they would take us and also buy clothes for us together. Yeah, so that's when I would see new clothes.
Okay.
I'd have new shoes, once a year. Yeah, so I don't remember any other time ever
of course,
going shopping.
Christmas at a special place. You'll do that. Alike clothes looking alike.
Yeah.
That happened in Christmas when we were tiny. And also, yes, during Christmas we'll be told get some clothes. But for you to see a shop, see something in a shop and leave it, because it's not Christmas, it's not known for that. You want a jeans, get it.
You get it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So maybe that's where I get mine.
The
then.
place we learned, there's a place we learned to go now to, Ngara, uko chini, Grogan, when you cross that river.
Yeah.
Those are very shop. Those are shop. It was cheap. It was not expensive, but there were new jeans with tags. Yeah, but not mtumba. Yeah, but don't issue. But you would get what you're looking for in fashion and all that. Then we also went to Garissa Lodge. That was Isili.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with time we started now. When we're grown up, we start seeing where can I get better with more like 1,000 bob can give you 2 when you go to Garissa. Vis-a-vis in town,
Buying in town,
Muindi you get for 800 bob, you get only 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't do Muindi, you go to Garissa and you sort out some
You get
stuff.
some more, like 2 pieces of. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so then that's and did you touch money growing up? Like, did you touch coins? Did you touch notes
No,
frequently?
I don't remember when I was before 10. No, I don't remember about touching money. I don't remember money.
Were you like sent to the shop?
It's because that's a good question. Yes, I was sent to the shop.
Yeah,
yes,
with money, and you would bring change and all that.
And you don't know why I'm saying that is because those are just coins, not notes.
Yeah, notes were rare.
Yeah, coins. And then that's the time you'd get. I remember that's the time when you're growing up, 10 cent coin.
Yeah.
Remember the 10-cent coin?
Yeah.
Would buy you 10 mandazis.
Yeah. So even the 5 shilling note had a lot of value. Like you could get a kg of meat. You could get,
so probably
a lot
money,
that.
Yeah, money was scarce in that time, in those times,
scarce,
because it was not. It didn't need much.
Yeah.
To have to answer a lot.
True.
Just needed a few, and you'll have
a lot. Plenty.
Plenty. So it was not just lying around.
Yeah. I remember my grandfather had a club.
Even my dad had a club one time.
Yeah, he had a club. You remember the clubs that used to have
the jukebox?
Yes. One they could put in the coins and then he would start singing. A music track would play. So he would come home with, like a bag of coins. And then we would count. I would wait up until the time he would come.
How old were you?
I cannot remember, but I just remember waiting up for my grandfather.
When I started seeing that at home, it was way after I'm 10. When I'm now in my, I think, class 6, 7. Class 7 now, I'm much older. After 10, about 12-ish, 12 to 11, 13, 12. Yes, Dad would come with coins. After the time he had a paraffin shop. He had the machine, tank amechimba kwa chini, so he'd sell paraffin. So those coins had come with them, count.
Would you count together?
He would sit down, we'd watch him count.
You would watch it? Us would count. I would count with my grandfather. I would place, the 5 cents in one pile. And I would be so excited doing that.
I'd also remember also when the time he also had a sawmill. Sawmill, they used to cut timber. Even that time he used to come home with notes and all that. So he'd count them as we watch him. So I thought that was his business. For me, I didn't want to. Then the next time I also remember my brother turned 21. My dad put 21 notes in his what card? The
birthday card. The birthday wish card.
You put 21 notes.
Wow. Of how much?
I can't remember. It was
20 bob?
No coin. The notes are about 100 bob. That time we were 21. When was that? In the 90s. So there are 100 bobs. Yeah.
I think the last one was 500?
500, yeah. Or 200.
The last, either 5 or 2. 200,
He put 200s, I think hundreds. 21 of them. Yeah, teaching him, telling him now you come 21 decades. Each are not for every decade.
Interesting. Yeah, so that was my interaction with money growing up.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I remember being sent to the shop with money.
Yes.
But what I always remember is us counting the coins at night. And actually, how I learned to make hair is that after we would count the money, then I would make my grandfather. He had a big afro. So I would plait his hair.
Into cornrows.
Cornrows and make cornrows sometimes. Yeah. And he loved it because he had 7 boys. He never had girls. Yeah. So when now we were left there, they really treated us as
That's a
their
good memory.
children. Yeah, I remember making his hair. That's how I knew how to make hair, from making my grandfather's afro. And now touching money. I don't remember buying. I don't remember such shoppings randomly. You know, you're going somewhere to purchase. You know, that kind. And interesting. So now coming with this, experience.
So with this experience, then most things were at reach.
They were at reach.
So I had that. I believe everything's at reach.
I didn't even know needs as such. I didn't know needs like that. Like you would need, maybe because we were really closed in, we didn't go out much. Okay. So I wouldn't know like there's something new that has come up, you know, or even see you know, I didn't know that need like that. I didn't ever see need for money. Or for buying anything apart from when it was Christmas time.
I remember the other part when now myself I kicked in now to fend for myself, and especially as I think today was as I mentioned it on LinkedIn. Yes, I remember there's a doctor who gave his story about how he had the passion grew in how it grew for him to become a surgeon. So he expressing himself, and then he said that's how he came to understand why he became a surgeon. And I was like, even me, man, I remember this time I'm looking for my own pocket money. So Dad he was a lover of newspapers. So he had stacks and stacks of old newspapers. And I realized, all these, see, I used to now pack them in a bag and go to a butchery.
And sell.
They ask the guy to wait. He sells a kilo,
yeah, that used to happen. Does it happen nowadays?
I don't know. Per kilo 30 bob. So you end up with 300 bob. You end up with And you know that time, 300 bob was a big deal.
Yeah, 300 bob was like
in the 90s. It was a big deal.
It was like 5,000 right now.
That was my pocket money for school. Yeah. Apart from what Dad will give me. But then I realized, then I was answering to that LinkedIn story. I was like, that's when I realized now I love selling.
From your interaction with the butcher selling the newspaper, then you realize you have a passion in selling. Sales.
So that's how I started. That's why now I started getting my own. Yeah, that's how I made my own money. I remember it was interesting growing up. My brother had a skill, and he still has that. He's from that skill, negotiating skill. Yeah, we would make Dad give us money for negotiation. He negotiate himself. We'll tell him we're going to a rugby match. Yeah. This is what you expect in the rugby match. There'll be drinks. Then you had my bro Dad, and there'll be girls. There'll be, and we have to entertain them. Dad is like, okay, an extra 1,000.
Really?
He would negotiate. My bro was good at negotiating. And I'm there backing him up. Because I was waiting.
You're also receiving. Wow. Interesting. So how would you say was your relationship with money? Like you and money, what kind of relationship did you have?
Man, I remember from there, when I got to college, I went out of the country to India. And in India, there was the normal the days law say that once you're a student you cannot work.
Be employed or you cannot work.
And a foreign student, you're not supposed to work. One, because their population is high, jobs that are there are only limited for the locals. So we who are students there from Kenya, we were waiting for money from home. Then I realized, and that's the first time I realized, because my last month's money would get, this month's money would get last month's money still. I would save. Ends would meet. Yes, I would save. And like my brother could not do that. He used to be broke, like they'd be crazily broke. But me, I managed to get to that, but only for a short time. Until now things went way higher. Yeah, and now life changed. Yeah, interest change. Yeah. Now an interest change. Now even me started becoming broke. But now we started having an idea of approaching we used to approach our shopkeeper and open a tab with him. Oh. Yes, we open a tab for the month. Okay. So we'd be, when the next money comes, it would be paying the last month's tab. So how did you get money then? Was it what is it called? Drafts. Yeah, telegram. Just drafts. They're called drafts. After they came into the bank, you get a money draft. Yeah. It looks like a check. Yeah, so it comes to your bank account. Yeah, you get a letter from the post office. It says you have received this much of money. It's in the bank account. Hey, things have really changed with money in the recent. I remember when I went to Dubai in 2008, 2009. Yeah, we were still using. What is it called? For calls. For sending money. Union, what do you call it? No, the one with the yellow and red logo. Western Union. Western Union. Yeah. As you never used to use. I used to send through Western Union or through an agency. There was I think Indian agency that we used to send money to, and then now my mom would go to that agency to get money. That guy would give us a better deal than Western Union. Yeah. And this is like, 10, 12 years ago. And right now, like someone in US can send you money on your M-Pesa. Yeah. Technology how things have changed. Yeah, but you're speaking that from this end of the world. I remember I was talking that with my colleague in the office. No, I was talking to that with a friend yesterday when my son had gone for sleepover. Do you know Kenyans, we are saluted for money? So we were quite ahead, money. We are too. We are ahead, yeah. Now every other person is breaking away from cash money. Cash money, yeah. People are going plastic. People have gone plastic. Now even they're going online, WeChat, I don't know what. Yeah. That's Chinese, they're doing apps. Is it apps or what are they doing it? I think there's an app. WeChat, yeah, and then you scan. Yes. You scan, and then the payment is made. This was the pioneer is Kenya M-Pesa. Wow. Yeah, we're quite ahead, and so this changes things. Yes. It also changes or gives the person who is a spender more opportunities to spend. Yes. Because you can easily access loans. Yes. You can easily access, money even from your bank. Yes. Back then when you're saving money, you have 10,000 in the bank. Yeah. And the bank is going to be closed by 3:30. There's absolutely no way if you want to impulse buy unless you use your your card. If you have a debit or a credit card, then it means you have to go all the way to the bank, queue the whole day to get some money out. So even if you are a spender, there were limitations that made you not really. But right now, money is on your fingertips. If you don't have cash, you can just download a money lending app. Yes. And money is there like that. And this is one of the things that is also causing marriages to, break and even bringing depression because you realize that your partner is really borrowing a lot of money. Do you blame them? Do you put on your phone and see how many messages will pop up for Yeah, are you lucky? Are you,
Yeah.
have you tried?
Yeah.
And even they do a skit.
Yes, because they know the kind of needs people
Yes,
have. So they
yes,
do a skit around the
yes,
needs.
yes.
Yeah. And then they,
The money, the app, the
Yeah.
money lenders,
they're trying to get you to see the solution is there.
Do you know it's so funny that when a need has just appeared,
There's always a
pop-up
solution.
no, a pop-up comes out. It's as if they knew you
It's
when
as
you were
if
in
they
that
know.
need.
Yeah.
And that time you've already borrowed the other one. So this is a second in which you
second.
wonder, now where am I
Yeah.
going in this direction?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's true. And that's one thing that also money types or personality types.
Yeah.
They're enticed by those pop-ups. Yes. Your mobile phone.
Yeah.
It's best when it gets to a certain time of the month, keep that person away from their mobile.
There's no way anybody in this era can stay without their phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what we're saying is that people respond differently to money.
Differently, yes.
And this must be spoken about.
Must be spoken.
Because maybe your partner is withdrawing because they are heavily in debt. And probably you're wondering, my wife does not bring her money on the table. I don't even know what she does with her salary. Anytime there's an issue, I'm the only one who pays all the bills. Maybe my husband, he's not chipping in. Kumbe, the guy is in debt. Kumbe, the guy is in debt. Or you have started a relationship with someone, you've entered marriage. You know this person has a job. But they're bringing in very little.
Yes.
Yeah. Kumbe, the money is being sliced in the bank.
At the source.
Yeah. Because of the kind of debt they are in. So it's important to talk about money.
Allow yourself to be proactive. That's why we talk about proactively speaking it out. Start it early. So once you do those outings and you find this one is more inclined to paying bills, introduce that topic.
Yeah.
Let it be a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you enjoy paying bills. It's important, especially if I won't put it on the side of the man. The man is the vision carrier.
Yeah.
Let the man introduce those topics. Yeah. Not to ride on with just the flow.
Yeah.
Let him introduce that topic. Hey, naonanga hapa, this and this, when it comes to bills, what do you think? Because you might find, this guy was waiting, maybe wanted guidance.
Yeah.
And maybe they wanted guidance. They're innocent. They're doing it innocently. So let them hear what is expected of them, what is normal, what is for you would be ideal, the best.
Yeah.
So let's introduce the topic, let them know, and then from there also pick up. Let them know this is what you feel, because remember there's feelings also when money is involved.
Yeah, true.
This is what it feels when I see this happen. When I see I'm handling most of the bills, or you handling most of the bills, and I'm just sitting there, do you really, it brings me funny, some funny, some feelings are there.
Yeah, it can bring insecurity. It can bring awkwardness. It can bring, I've said insecurity, especially insecurity. Yeah. Like the wife can feel insecure, because of how money is being handled.
And the man also might feel not needed. If you're not letting them be taken.
Yes. Yeah. I think I heard someone say that when the wife, especially if the man, because I think you guys, men, they take time to make decisions. Like you this needs to be done.
Yes,
but you take your time to think about it before you do it. So during this time, we normally work it out internally. Yeah, you're working it out internally, but the lady will come out and say, I need us to do this. They are, outspoken and proactive. And so when most wives will see like their husbands are not doing anything, they will go ahead and do the thing.
Yes. Now that's why it's that's another place. Yeah. Because now you go ahead and do it.
And then their husband is like, okay, so remember utafanya? Fanya zote.
Yeah. Yeah, very important what you're saying, because the man, regardless, there's a delight we find when we know that we're handling responsibility. It's even you feel better when you know we have zero now, but we know everyone else is comfortable. Yeah, everyone else is comfortable. You're not zero because you're irresponsible. You're zero because you're responsible. Yeah, so it makes you feel macho. Yeah. It's not about how much you have, no. It's about what have you sorted, what have you prioritized, have you gotten it done. That makes you good, and that's why you find that man will always want to come home. That is a safe place. The Bible says where your treasure is, that's your
heart will be.
Yeah. So you allow this man to be himself. Let him go forward and handle most of them. Let him take the bills. That for him will build him up, really.
What about those men who will say, where are you taking your money? Kazi yako ni kungoja tu mimi nifanye. You're not helping me. Yeah. What about that?
There's a place for that as well. I wouldn't say there's no textbook for this.
Yeah.
All I know is it's important for a man to know that number one, they're the provider. That will never, even if the woman is providing, it never changes him to the provider. God has made us to provide, has fashioned it so that we are providers. And that's why the Bible says, even regardless of the pain for the childbirth was accelerated and made to be much, it still says, but you're desired before your man. That's a wife. So every time, you not remember the pain you had when you had that first baby. You still desire your man even for another baby. So the same way, the man has that part of provision. It's given towards him. It's given to the man to provide. Yeah. It's not, I'm not saying that it's a law that has been given. No, it's how it's been designed. It's by wiring.
So the one who is not taking responsibility, there's there's something.
Either they were what you're saying. This lady took much of the
responsibilities, and now the man
laid back. Yeah.
Like your case.
Yes, my first way of marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, I sat back.
Yeah.
I know. When I would do it, I would do it. I didn't lay back in terms of neglecting. I never got to that point of neglecting. I didn't do it because I didn't have.
You didn't have.
Yeah. Especially now the final years is because now I didn't have. But I remember when I had, I mean, for 8 years, she never. My wife never paid rent. Yeah, because it was catered for in my office. Yeah, so that was, whether you like it or not, it was true. But now when I moved out of that company and now I started my own business, then now it lacked.
Yeah.
It lacked. So now that also takes us back to where now the proactivity.
Yeah.
Because now it got into a point, because we didn't do it proactively, we didn't discuss money. Yeah, we didn't. What now it leads to? It's a radioactive talk. So that whenever you mention money,
boom, 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 boom,
fireworks.
I think, let's end it at that point. Yeah. Let's come back on the next episode and talk about the conversation. What is in the conversation when you're talking about money? What are we saying?
Yeah.
What is it that you're talking about? Yeah. How are you supposed to have that conversation? How do you even begin?
Sure.
What is it that you're talking about when it comes to finances? Yeah. So we'll talk about that when we come back on the next episode.
Ooh.
Yeah. You want to sign us off?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good conversation, and it will never stop. It's an old conversation and it will always be there.
Yeah, true.
Our folks, our grandfathers, they had that conversation.
Yeah.
Money. That's why they introduced media. It as a medium of exchange. Because money, actually, the Bible says money is your blood.
It does.
Yeah.
Where?
It says.
Money is your blood.
It says. What does it say about money attaching it to your sweat? Because you earned it by sweat. It's your blood money.
Oh, I see.
Yes. It's deep.
It's deep.
Yeah, it's money.
Money is deep. Don't miss the next episode.
Yeah,
don't miss the next episode. Let's talk about it. And you don't actually have to be married or in a relationship to talk about money. Money affects you, whether you're married, single, whatever status you are. Money is still a factor.
It's still a factor.
Yeah, it is still a factor. So we're going to come back on the next episode and talk about money even deeper.
Deeply. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Okay.
Maybe tuliachanga kujiintroduce.
When was it? Unajua ilianza kurekodiwa saa ngapi?
Hapana. Nasema, like what if someone is watching the show for the first time?
The Rokenyas.
Yeah.
Tuliachia wapi?
I don't
Leo
know.
tu.
Atusemangi, we'd never say.
Ni kweli wambo?
We never introduce ourselves. But it's my mistake because I'm the one who always begin. Like I always begin with stories. And
Okay, you remember that. Pick it up.
on the next episode, it might be bringing losses to the show.
For somebody who gets into the middle,
I usually in the middle and YouTube. So they're clicking and it's starting, or when it's premiering.
No, when they are watching them as episode 29 is starting.
Yes, because we are so many episodes ahead. So probably, right. But we do put the name on the...
Yeah, on YouTube. Unless the clips that you normally... Do you have clips?
No, I don't do clips.
No clips.
Yet.